The TEA has held meetings across our city, and in each and every one of those, the overwhelming majority of people that attend do not want this takeover. They are imposing this on people who are not interested in what they have to say. People want to have voice. They want to be listened to. They want to be part of the solution and helping their schools move forward. TEA knows that they can't do it from Austin, so we've got to find a better way. We've got to make sure that Houston schools are run by Houstonians, the parents, the teachers, the students, the stakeholders that matter. Right now, our educators, our parents, our students, the people who really care about public education are fighting to maintain public education in Houston schools.
Well, people in Houston should want to know how many schools are going to be privatized, how many schools are going to be turned into charters, and who's going to make the decision what schools those are. Are those only going to be black and brown schools? How many schools? And who is going to be the ultimate decision maker? It should be someone. Should it be one sole person like Mike Morath that is making the decisions about what happens in our schools? Or should it be the teachers or the stakeholders who are making the decisions?
What is surprising to me and to Dr. Morrell, since we have both been involved in the Newark takeover, I've been involved in the Detroit takeover and fighting that, in the Philadelphia takeover and fighting that, is that in virtually every single one of these situations, there was evidence not of one school, but of sustained malfunction or disruption or inequity or all sorts of things for a multiple of places. And that there was very few people who would say that the school system or the schools were doing well. Not anything like a school system that is close to an A rating, and yes, every school could be strengthened. Every school should be a place where parents want to send their kids, educators want to work, and kids thrive. But when you look throughout America, as I have and as I do, we actually look at what is happening in Houston as one of the places that are viewed as successful, because it is one of the places where the board, regardless of whether it gets along or not, fiercely fights for the children that it serves and has fiercely fought the legislature to get the resources, including for community schools and safe and welcoming environments. I saw that very clearly in the aftermath of Harvey. So the question now is, and this is why I think Zeph wanted me to speak, is that this is a moment that when people are really frustrated, there's going to be huge overpromising. And that is what I see Morath doing. I've seen this show and snake oil salesmen for a long time. And what happens is that they overpromise that a charter or a takeover is going to be the panacea. And frankly, in this district already, charters actually, on average, do 8 or 10 points worse than public schools, and don't have the accountability. I don't want this to be charter bashing, public school, rah-rah, but if you look at the evidence, they don't actually have any accountability. They don't actually have transparency. They can close anytime they want. In Detroit, you have charters that close all the time. And what has just happened just today was a report out of Detroit that said charters and the state takeover was a costly mistake, even for that system.